What's happening? What's going on? I was reading, and I read my comments in just about every video that I do. I may not respond to the majority of them, but I do read them. So I was reading a comment that a guy made. I'm not going to mention his name, but he was like, he was from Florida and he moved to Atlanta, and that he's still living in Atlanta, and it's just the most horrible experience that he's ever had in life. Living in Atlanta, and he said in the comment, in his comment, that he's ready to leave. But once he leaves, he'll do a video on his horrible experience. And I was sitting there in a daze, like, why can't you just do a video now about what's it like living in Atlanta and your experiences while living in Atlanta? I was like, oh, sheesh, I forgot. It's not safe. Walk with me, hear me out. I'm making a point here. This is my word. When I first moved to Atlanta, right, I was doing videos about Atlanta while living in Marietta. But you might as well say I was living in Atlanta. I was like I lived not too far away from the Atlanta Braves Stadium. So technically I lived in Cobb County, you understand? But I lived you could bike. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could bike from where I lived at. I could ride a bike to Atlanta city limits. That's how close I was technically to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And I would do videos about on my old channel, and I deleted them, and I'm gonna tell you why. I would do videos about Atlanta, and how Marietta is, and how Sandy Springs is, etc. Right? And no lie, this is my word, I got threatened. You F-boy, when I see you, I'm gonna pull up and da-da-da-da-da, and this and that and so forth. And I'm not lying, this is my word. And it wasn't even those type of videos. Like, I wasn't saying, like, to the Atlanteans or people that's from Marietta or whatever area that in Metro Atlanta that I was talking about. It wasn't like I was like threatening people. I wasn't like, you F-boy, you lame line nigga. You know how they talk down there. I wasn't saying any of that. I was just giving people my perspective, just like how I give you all my perspective now. And I literally was threatened. Straight up. So I understood exactly where that dude was coming from when he said, yo, I'd rather, do my videos about my experience when I leave Atlanta. And this brings me to my point. I'm never going back to Atlanta, ever. Not even to visit. Now, at one point in time, I was thinking about going down there because I know my way around Atlanta and Metro Atlanta. I was thinking about going down there and taking a camera with me, recording, different areas and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I really, truly believe that it's not safe down there. Not for me. Because basically, these NIGGAs have feelings. They got emotions. Like, you can't even critique their city. Real talk. You can't even have an opinion nowadays, which is crazy to me. Like, I'm not going to be a statistic. That's not going to be me. I'm not going to drive down there, right? Because it ain't nothing but like 4 hours away. For real, hop, jump, skipping away. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but a hotel room or Airbnb. I could go down there and get myself situated. I know people, you know what I'm saying? I could work out down there. They got, they got the YMCAs down there. I could just do my normal, daily thing that I was doing when I used to live down there. But I refuse to do it because, listen, let's just be real. I'm not a big channel, but it only takes one person so I have 2 channels. In total, I have about 13 subscribers. Just 13,000 subscribers. And in total, I have over 2 million views. So it only takes one person that is subscribed to my channels plural, or one person that might have viewed my channel that don't like me to be like, yo, that's that dude. And it's a wrap. Now, taking heat, I'm not going out without a fight. You know, I carry my firearm wherever I go, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna win. What about if I'm outnumbered? And just overall, what is the point? It's pointless. Now, I'm an author, you know, I'm a personal trainer, you know, I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a man that wears several hats. And I know that Atlanta is a market, you know what I'm saying? Like it's you gotta pass through Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? But I refuse to go through that. I don't care how big of a market it is down there. It's not safe. That, to be real with you, according to the NIGGAs, I've talked enough shit about Atlanta that basically puts me in a situation where it's a mark on my back. And that's a shame. That's a shame that you can't even have an opinion on a city that you used to live in. For real. And regardless of whether you abide by the hood rules or not, it's according to the NIGGAs, it's up to their discretion whether they want to deal with you or not. Like, I could sit back and say, yo, man, I ain't nothing but a regular citizen. Oh, no, you ain't lame man nigga. You know how they talk, lame man nigga. I can just see myself in Lenox Mall recording and showing you all, you know, Lenox Mall and Buckhead and this and that. There go that boy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for that. I just don't. And it's just sickening. But guess what? You all continue to go down there. And I'm not saying all of you all, but I'll say some of you all. Some of you all will still continue to go down there. Ain't that something? You can't even have an opinion about the city. Real talk. That's the reason why I deleted all the videos that I did while I was living in Atlanta about Atlanta. And I didn't start making videos until I left Atlanta. Straight up. Because people were literally threatening me. And all I was doing was critiquing the city. I was just telling people what I disliked and did, you know, what I liked and all the rest of that. For real. You see, I'm not the type of person to talk garbage or talk shit, you know what I'm saying, online. That's not me. I'm not like that, you know what I'm saying? Because let's just be real, you know what I'm saying? Anybody can get got. So I watch what I say. So when I was down there and I was talking about Atlanta or Marietta or Forsyth County or College Park or, you know what I'm saying, East Point, I wasn't really talking about the people that were there. I was talking about basically the city. Period. Most of the times when I talked about Atlanta and the people that were born and raised in Atlanta, I would always say, yo, it's not them, it's the transplants. That's what I would always say. But that's real talk. You can't even critique the city without some knucklehead having something to say. Now, every now and then, you know, those knuckleheads, they'll get on, you know, my videos that I do about Atlanta, but they're not, you know, come on, man. It's like, my man, you wasting your time. I'm not even living in the city. But this is crazy, but it gets deeper than that. It gets deeper than that. I was thinking about this the other day, man. And I said to myself, how many times have I experienced or faced racism in comparison to me experiencing and facing someone that's my own skin color that wanted to harm me? And I can tell you, out of all my life, I could probably count on one hand my experiences with racism. But as far as so-called black on black crime and, you know, brother trying to hurt me or sister trying to hurt me, it's unlimited. And it's not exclusive to strangers. I've had friends betray me. I've had family members betray me. We got to understand one thing. And I got to calm down a little bit, but I get a little hype when I'm talking about this, man. Like, Black people, we some messed up in the head people, man. We are. We try to blame any and everything for our shortcomings. But the reality of it is, and I continue to say this, your worst enemy is the one that you look in the mirror every day at. It's you. You don't see any other race talking about some, like prime example, this whole thing with Jay Prince and Takeoff. I know some of you all may not, be into, hip hop culture or whatever, but you don't hear any of this, that mess that's going on where you got to check in and this and that. You don't hear none of that mess in any other race. You don't. It's like, okay, this is what I got to think about when I move somewhere. Okay, I can't stay there because the white people don't want me to stay over here. But then if I move over to the black neighborhood, I got to worry about getting shot at. If I have a daughter, I got to worry about her, the R word. If I got a son, I got to worry about him getting into the streets and somebody, shooting and putting him to bed. And then there's certain areas that I can't go in because I'm not from that area. The politics in the black community, and I'm not talking about all black communities, but I'm saying the vast majority of them, it's just ridiculous. I'm just trying to understand how there's hood rules and all these technical things, there's policies and codes and this and that. All we got, it's crazy in the underground, and you know what I'm saying, in the criminal world. We got all these rules, guidelines, and all of this shit, but in real life, it's a free-for-all. In other words, what I'm saying, you don't have to go to school, you don't have to be smart. We don't hold ourselves accountable in the real world. Like, it's just cool to be stupid. It's cool to be a dropout. It's cool to not know how to articulate yourself from using that right. Or just basically, talk in order for people to understand you. It's cool for your pants to be sagging down to your ass. Nowadays, it's cool for women that sleep with multiple men. Because we got this broad that has influenced us to be, not us, but I'm saying women, to be sluts and be proud of it. It's cool for a woman to say, I don't need no man. It's cool for a woman to get fake butts and fake eyelashes and all the fake hair and all the rest of that stuff. And then you got the nerve to ask them, well, is that your butt? Yeah, it's mine. I bought it. It's cool. It's cool for all these Koreans, foreigners, to come inside. This is crazy. To come into our community and sell us garbage, cat and dog, in the case of the Chinese food restaurant. They don't get robbed. They don't get stuck up. But you'll stick up your next door neighbor, bash his or her head in for a damn cheap ass flat screen TV. Someone that looks just like you, that goes to work, comes home, and just lives a regular life, just a regular square, as you may call them. That's why I push 2A. That's why I push 2A. For us regular, now I remember, civilians. People that just want to work. Take care of their family. I urge you to arm yourself against these NIGGAs, because it's ridiculous. It just is. Isn't that a shame? Seriously, let's really, I think y'all are not really paying attention. Isn't this a shame that even if I wanted to go back to Atlanta, it would not be safe for me because I just gave you all my opinion on the city. And we think black people are not. And I mean, truth be told, I wouldn't want to go back anyway. I've seen the worst of the worst down there. Straight up. I've seen black people that so-called have money, because you really can't tell who has money and who don't. You understand? You really can't. Especially on the weekends. You really can't. You go to the club and, you know, this guy over here looks like he got money and that guy over here look like he got money. And I can tell you, yo, seriously, if I really wanted to stunt in Atlanta, I don't even have to go to Atlanta. I could go to, I'm living in Charlotte. I could do the same thing in Charlotte. They have places, plural, where you could rent foreign cars. You could rent a Bentley, a Lamborghini truck, all of that. I could go online right now and rent me a Lamborghini truck, not a Lamborghini truck, a Bentley truck, and go pick it up today and have it ready for this weekend. Straight up. I could go down the street, get me some grills. I know exactly where to get me some grills. You know what I'm saying? I could go, they got the Gucci, the Louis Vuitton store, all of that in the South Park Mall. I could go in there and get me some, you know, a couple of things, or I could just go to the bootleg man. Go find me a bootleg man and get me the fake Gucci, Goyard, or whatever the hell that they wearing nowadays. You know what I'm saying? I could do like my man used to do back in the days. He used to take a 20 and put it on the top, and then a 20 under, and then go to the bank and get like about $100 to $200 worth of ones, and then put the 20 on the top and have the $200 of ones in the middle, and then the 20 on the bottom, and then wrap a rubber band around it. Or I don't even have to do that. I can order fake money online. So we really don't know who's really down there really getting it. I've seen homeless people. Some of the worst homeless people. Like, it's one thing that you're homeless. You know what I'm saying? But you want to try to get $15, $20. Like, I give you $1 and you telling me that's not enough? You're dictating to me how much I'm going to give to you. And you're homeless. You're the one that's begging. Man, get out of here, man. I seen on the news the other day. I follow the news, Atlanta news. I seen on the news the other day they had a special on these developers. They're building apartment buildings and they're crappy. They're falling apart. Like, Atlanta is just, yo, we gotta pause for a minute. Atlanta is just not the move. I don't know how many times I gotta say this, but it's just the truth. It is not the move. And for those that are moving down there, let me tell you something. What you're searching for is not in Atlanta. It's in you. If you can't make it where you're at, then there's no point of you going anywhere. I had to find out the hard way. Don't you understand that? Don't you understand that I took my dumb ass at the time down there to Atlanta, believing that it's the black Mecca and, you know, black people, kumbaya. Everybody's down there saying, kumbaya, my Lord, kumbaya, oh Lord, kumbaya. And the black people holding hands and we just getting along just fine. Went down there and I was like, what the hell is this? This is not what I dreamed. This is not what I thought about. No disrespect to the LGBTQ community. You are entitled. I'm making it make sense. Hold on. You're entitled to love who you want to love. Straight up. But for some of you transsexuals that are just lying to people, it's not right. It's just not. Some of the gay guys that are aggressive, that's not right. Everybody is not part of your world. Don't you understand that everybody's different? That's what makes America unique. Everybody's not going to agree with your lifestyle, and that's fine. You want to know why? Because some people don't agree with mine. For an example, some people don't want to be a vegetarian. Some people don't want to work out. But I can't force my lifestyle on you. It wouldn't be right. So why are you trying to force your little lifestyle on me? We ain't gonna never get it right. Some of you all in the conversation gonna probably be like, man, Langston, you just a Debbie Downer. I am a realist. I see it. We ain't gonna never get it right. We're not. You know what I'm saying? And for the few that do, salute. But it's just a shame, man. That's how bad it's gotten in Black America. It's to the point that you can't even have an opinion. Straight up. Everybody should have the right to have an opinion. You know, some people don't like eating at McDonald's. And their experience, for an example, eating at McDonald's was horrible. They should have the right to say, hey, man, listen, man, I ain't like the Big Mac. It was just nasty. All that mayonnaise and all the rest of that shit. I just did not like that. In their opinion, you know what I'm saying? People will want to hear it. But you shouldn't get shot over not liking McDonald's and talking about it. Same thing with Atlanta. That's crazy. Really think about that. That even if I wanted to go back down there, I couldn't. Because it wouldn't be safe for me. Or because I just gave you all my opinion and my experiences. I've actually lived down there. And I'm not embellishing on the truth. I'm not making up anything. Everything that I've talked about is pure facts about the city. It is what it is. Hope you enjoyed the video. My name is Langston 2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely share this video. Peace.